Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back at you with part two of some of the things I hope for my fellow Eurasians to stand for. Obviously, this list is a bit biased because it's sort of things that I wish to stand for. So I hope to encourage my fellow Eurasians. I suppose I mold them in my image, perhaps, maybe. I didn't mean that in a blasphemous way, but anyway, yeah. Sorry, I'll try not to waffle as I often say. I do sort of give a live story, but I do try and keep these intros short though at the same time. Anyway, this is sort of part of some videos I wish to make, like about being mixed race, being Eurasian in particular. Possibly in the future, I hope to make videos about being dyslexic and also maybe even about being mad or my mental health problems as well. But anyway, in this specific video, or these series of videos, my usual list form videos, I do try and mix them up if and when I can. Excuse the expression, mix, if you get that one. But I hope to talk about, as I say, what I hope for Eurasians to stand for. So here goes. So number 11, I would love us to sort of change the world, hopefully for the better, and look at how we can make changes and also encourage each other. I'd love to change, like say, Eurasians who might be involved in crime, criminality, or things that I don't agree with. I hope to change their way of life, those who are sort of, let's say, involved in crime, or basically to improve each other as well. So like improve the world and improve ourselves, maybe start with ourselves. Like, so if we're unemployed, or like myself, to be honest, I'm unemployed, but yeah, try and help each other to find careers, like maybe even support each other on social media, so we can hopefully monetize it, so we don't have to rely on benefits or committing crimes or things like that. So, but hopefully we can encourage each other to continue to improve our lives and each other's lives, like supporting each other. Also, maybe like along with other mixed race groups, and I hope to unite people who have things in common with me. Dare I say, a bit of a controversial one, but like olive skin people, mixed race people, and learning disabled people generally. I would love to sort of have a consumer group. I might have included that in part one, or certainly on the YouTube version. I'm sure I sort of vaguely remember mentioning it, although it was like 2 weeks ago when I made this. So just to recap some of those ideas as well. But yeah, having a consumer group, maybe we can like look at how we can get discounts from companies, so we can hopefully save money on basically our living costs, even like petrol and things like that. So transport costs, shopping costs, and general costs of living. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, things aren't too bad. To be honest, I've been a bit, so I'm just replying to a comment. But yeah, I have been going through a bit of depression, like struggling to have the energy for whatever reason. Maybe having a bit of a flu as well. Like, so I've been struggling sometimes to get out of bed, sometimes sleeping very little, sometimes sleeping quite a lot. So difficult. I've been finding it difficult as usual to get my sleep patterns going and like to keep myself motivated to like put my ideas into practice. But yeah, thanks for the like as well. Anyway, moving on. Number 12, as I say, I'd love for us to encourage ourselves and each other, but also others and other groups, people with challenges, like to help with animal rights, and just basically, as I say, helping to make the world a better place, mentoring each other, and maybe mentoring others in disadvantaged communities and groups, and that kind of thing. So yeah, basically, as I say, to make the world a better place as much as we can, and yeah, so to encourage each other to encourage each other to obey the law, and to help others as well, help each other and help others, and continue to make the world a better place. And I'll have to mention that one. Number 13, although I do have many biases, I say, like about Italian football and stuff like that, I suppose some of my ideas are a bit controversial, like like olive skin people coming together as well and stuff like that, and that kind of thing. But hopefully overall it will be positive. Number 14, I hope we will solve problems. I'd say things like, for instance, maybe in the future we could volunteer to help countries like Greece and Turkey who have went through things recently, like Mediterranean countries, and just countries that go through things like natural disasters. Maybe we can go, and the ones who are brave can go and help those countries. As I mentioned in part one, I would love to help especially Malaysia, India, Indonesia, and Singapore, because they helped us historically, and so yeah, I hope to return the favor and like keep the citizens, especially law-abiding citizens, in those countries as safe as possible, and especially young people and disadvantaged people, as say. especially in those 4 countries and South Africa as well, to keep their citizens safe, stuff like that. I wouldn't, as I said also in part 1, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this as well, but I wouldn't want us to join militaries or gangs or terrorism or anything with violence unless in self-defense. But I think if we work with security systems that sort of prevent terrorist attacks and things like that, I think it'd be cool if we prevent those sorts of problems and solve problems and things like that. Number 15, I would love to hear from my fellow Eurasians. As I said before, again in part 1, none of these are to be enforced. These are just my own personal views. And again, I would love for my fellow Eurasians to make your own versions of these videos if you do watch them, and to sort of talk about what you think we should stand for. So I hope to hear from others, and if you share any videos you do make in the links, so any of my fellow Eurasians, including Christangs, Anglo Indians, and other Eurasian groups, hapas, hafus, and other Eurasian groups, if you could share like your own 2 cents, so to speak, or your own opinions and thoughts and that kind of thing. So about what you think we should stand for. It'd be pretty cool. I hope we can help each other with our own aspirations and ambitions as well, as say in our careers and in our life generally. Number 16, again, I'd love for there to, maybe if we can make a think tank in the future, like a committee or think tank, brainstorm, network, cooperative, whatever you call it, which talks about how to encourage each other to keep going and to work on projects that, again, hopefully will make the world a better place and tackle problems and things like that. Number 17, I hope we'll be creative and inventive and things like that as well. And again, I encourage obeying the law and things like that. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of piercings, tattoos, or things which change our natural body. Although I often mention I'm not hugely religious, but I do think like we shouldn't change the way, again, these are my own personal opinions, but I don't think we should change the way God made us. Like, controversial one, but I have nothing against people who have piercings or tattoos or things like that, and I try and be kind to everyone, but I don't encourage those sorts of things myself personally. Again, these are my own personal views, so I don't think we should get piercings, tattoos, or change our skin artificially, like or plastic surgery or things like that, again, or change our gender or things like that. I'm not a big fan of those sorts of things personally. Again, I welcome alternative opinions at the same time, but again, I hope we encourage each other to be creative. Number 18, also to be positive, to help each other to think positively and share positive affirmations and things like that, and thoughts with each other, again, to encourage each other and also to encourage other communities and people, and again to help those who are disadvantaged, and as I say, to make the world a better place. Number 19, I'd also love for us to support Indigenous Africans and Australasians in software development. I think it would be quite ironic, given that our backgrounds are from Europe and Asia, if we helped Indigenous Africans and Australasians, especially Africans, and also number 20, also in STEM. And also I believe that we should help younger people. Another controversial view I have is a lot of people say respect your elders and help the elderly, but me, I'm more in favor of helping the young people, and I think we should respect everyone, but that's probably my least favorite saying, is like respect your elders, because I think what it means is like do everything for your elders and don't challenge them or don't question their views or things like that. And I think we should respect everyone, as I say, and especially I'm probably more, as I say, in favor of younger people. So these are my own personal views, as I say, my own personal 2 cents. So I hope you enjoyed it. And again, thanks for the like, for whoever shared the like. And thanks for the comments, difficult and dyslexic crew. And I know this specific video, or these specific videos, are more about my Eurasian background than dyslexia in this case. Although I'm hoping to cover more videos on dyslexia in August and October, and I've covered some in the past if you want to check those out as well. Anywho, I am out. Peace out.